Welcome back to Emblem Hunter. We're going to continue with this map now. I think I will take on this side.
Well done.
Oh, it's that sniper.
I'll cut through. Pathetic. Weak. Pathetic. I will break you. More
Good.
my loyalty.
Now I can get at that mage.
I'll cut a path for His Highness. On my honor as a knight.
But I want you here.
Victory will be ours.
That should make it so he goes down. There we go. Don't have to worry about that guy over there now. Yeah, I can just do this gambit here.
We must destroy you now.
Then just gambit here.
You can count on us.
What about this?
Thank you. Here is something to believe in. could turn the tides. Well met. Much needed. Foolish.
Well, those things are moving now. I don't know what's going on with their pathing, but they're moving. Yeah, I could do this.
This should do it. You have my support.
Let's turn the tables.
Nice. Garthium. Dismount, wait.
All right, next.
They say experience beats growth.
Yeah. Hey, level up instead of well.
Have I room to grow?
Alright, Knuckles.
I'm sorry.
I expect no less. Hate me if you must.
What do I need? Dinosaur. Bulbasaur. Thunder.
It's over. All is going to plan.
I'm counting on you.
Pointless.
Hey, they're punching up over there for whatever reason.
You haven't earned my pity.
Here we go.
It is done. Onward.
I can always depend on you.
Now, we could end this map, but I want to squeeze every last bit of items out of this.
Why, thank you.
Lances. What do we have in the way of gambits? One of those. One of those. Okay, so one assault troop, one line of lances, and the dancing gambit.
Thanks.
It was the only way.
Why not? appreciated.
Let's see them handle this.
Gambit here. Oh yeah, there's that guy. He's like the weirdest reinforcement. He has this bow. Little gambit from here.
Victory is in sight.
Then we gambit from here.
We're at your side.
Witness my resolve.
From here.
Let's see you drop this.
That. Hey, now I have all my ore.
I don't know.
Two coming.
Sylvain, that's fine. you.
You took me lightly.
All in this circle! It is done.
Go with Ragnarok. And now I get that bow.
I'll keep moving forward.
Angela's bow. It's similar to the other sacred relics. Let's. Do I die if I do this? I don't do damage. And have a high chance of getting crit.
Me? Really?
Eh. We'll just end this off with Dimitri.
My, it's been a long time, hasn't it, Your Highness? You've grown awfully strong.
How shameless. I bet it was you who killed my uncle and set me up. Am I right?
Too true. I'd already forgotten about all that loveliness.
I'll kill you, you monster. You will pay for all that you have done.
Also, keep in mind, there are more characters that have boss combos here. We got Gilbert, we got Happy, the DLC character.
Only the strong succeed.
Well, so be it. Still, I'll give you a little gift.
It's over, Cornelia. If you have any last words, now is the time.
Right you are. Very well. I have an old tale that I would like you to hear, if I may. About something that happened 10 years ago. Something Patricia said about how she wished to see her real daughter again, no matter who or what she had to sacrifice to do so. And about how I made her wish come true, at the cost of the king's head.
The king's head? You mean Dusker? You monster!
Yeah.
You mean to say that my father, everyone, was killed by my stepmother?
That's right. Her family meant everything to her. You certainly know that feeling, do you not? Oh, poor little prince. Unloved by the only mother he ever knew. How pitiful.
How dare you!
There's nothing left for you now. Nothing but despair.
Gilbert. Reach you guys motivation maxed out.
Try as that woman might to spout nonsense to her very last, nothing could change the fact that she was an enemy of the kingdom. She sold out Fargus to the Empire, forcing our people to suffer their tyranny. But
Yeah,
all that
and
ends
had
today. No
ties
more
to the
blood
tragedy
will
of
be needlessly
Dusker.
spilled. Now that Cornelia has fallen, we will exert pressure on the nobles who were aligned with her. Perhaps we may yet find a connection to the tragic incident in Dusker. Once we do that, we will finally be able to prove the innocence of its people.
Your Highness. I am certain that would make those of Dusker who lost their lives that day very happy. I am grateful, and I am proud to serve a man such as you.
Come, Your Highness. You still have some responsibilities that must be carried out. Your people have been patiently awaiting your return.
Do you mean... No. I can't bear to face them after all that I...
You must face them.
Professor... Right you are, as ever. I am their king, after all. What is this?
Villages.
As you can see, the people are rejoicing at the return of their king.
Even though I turned my back on them and fled the kingdom in disgrace.
Even so, the spectacle before you does not lie. We are a kingdom in need of a king, a hero to save the people from their long oppression. Your Highness, it is truly a blessing that you have returned.
Do I really have the right to stand here? Will they accept me as their king?
Probably.
Bloodstained as I am I fit to be king?
Don't cry, Dimitri. This is a happy time.
These are happy tears, my friend. I am finally home again. Fargus, how I missed you. It may be spring, but the nights are quite chilly here in Ferdiad. Still, our celebratory feast shows no sign of stopping. Have you grown weary of the festivities?
I was going to ask you the same.
It's not that I have grown weary. More that I find it difficult to be around everyone at the moment. I have just returned from visiting the graves of my loved ones. It had been a long while since I left Flowers. I was always terribly afraid of going near there.
I'd
But I
argue
could
about
not stay away
5-ish
forever.
years?
You have taught me something important, Professor.
Humor?
You never let up, do you? No, what I am referring to is far more valuable. How should I put this? Perhaps it is most accurate to say that you taught me how to live. If you and I had not reunited on that fateful day, I am certain I would have died a fruitless death on the battlefield.
Yeah,
I would have foolishly
actually.
challenged a horde of foes. And in doing so, needlessly sacrificed the lives of my friends and myself.
You would have done
But now
that golden
I have
deer,
returned
that's
to
for
my
sure.
rightful place. I struggle with what to say when I know well that words are not enough to express my gratitude. You saved me from the darkness and guided me back to the light. Thank you, Professor. With all that I am, I thank you.
Do you still wish for revenge?
Revenge was never something I wished for. It was an obligation I felt I had inherited from those who died. I believed my life belonged to those who lost their own in Duscur. But what I now seek is something else entirely. I can say that with confidence. But I digress. For tonight, our only focus should be to bask in our victory. After that, we must prepare for our battle with the Empire. To start, we must absorb the Kingdom Knights taken by the Dukedom into our own forces and reshuffle our troops. The Lords will need to help purge our territory of Imperial forces, and I will use my authority as king to gather forces from various regions. And we'll have to ask the merchants to lend us the funds we require. Oh, and we must request delivery of supplies at once.
That sounds like a lot of work.
Just thinking about it all makes my head spin. There is much to do, but it is all critical work if we hope to stand a chance against the Empire.
Is there no way to coexist with the Empire?
Knowing Edelgard, I doubt there is a path that leads to our coexistence. I believe we have spoken of this before. Everyone has something they simply cannot accept. As for Edelgard, I am certain she will never be able to accept the Church of Seros. I believe that is
Well,
why she seeks to destroy it.
take
She
out
is
the heads of
looking
the
to
church,
revolutionize the world. In her mind, for the
get
better.
rid of all of their
But even
powers,
if she
so there's
manages to birth
clear
a new
separation
world,
of
it
church
would be at the
and state.
cost of... I wish to end this war through
And
acceptance,
that's
not
probably what
annihilation.
would happen.
Just as my people accepted me, I wish dearly to accept her. But I fear...
Your Highness, I finally found you.
Ah, I'm sorry for slipping away. Has something happened?
An express messenger just arrived from the leader of the Alliance. Please, return to the castle at once.
Ah,
An
Claude.
express messenger? What in the world could Claude be after? I am on my way. Professor, please join me.
You got it, boy.
Part 2. Azure Moon. Garland Moon. The Golden Deer's Plea. The Kingdom Army has reclaimed the Kingdom capital and plans to immediately begin restoring the country and its forces. But an unexpected request arrives from Claude, leader of the Leicester Alliance. Dimitri promptly responds to the request for aid, and he rushes to prepare the Kingdom's forces.
We have received a request for aid from the Alliance. They are being invaded by the Empire. We have only just taken back Ferdiad, and yet I am already asking all of you to move out once more. Please accept my apologies for that.
That's no problem at all. More importantly, how is the Alliance faring?
House Regan has rallied the Alliance Lords. They are facing the enemy with all the strength they can muster. But we do not know how far that will get them. It seems the enemy's relentless attacks have forced them into a tough situation. Their defeat at Gronder severely weakened the Alliance. I imagine the Empire now intends to destroy them before they can recover.
To think they'd watch us chase their soldiers out of the kingdom capital, then immediately go invade the Alliance. Their general is Lord Volkard von Arundel. He serves as regent to the Emperor. He has presumably taken command after the Emperor was wounded in Gronder.
He is known for his shrewdness and excels not only in domestic affairs, but tactics as well. He is not an opponent we should take lightly. Lord Arundel.
Are you concerned?
I always suspected that Lord Arundel was behind the tragedy 9 years ago. The timing of his departure from the kingdom, the fact that he abruptly stopped making donations. Too many factors made him suspect. If Lord Arundel conspired with Cornelia, then what Kronya and the others said 5 years ago? Well, never mind that for now. The Alliance needs our help. What are your thoughts?
If we turn our back on the Alliance, and then Deirdre falls, it will undoubtedly make our situation difficult further down the road. We would have enemies in 2 directions. In the Alliance to the northeast, and in the Empire to the south.
And we don't want to be sandwiched.
In that scenario, we would not be able to safely march our soldiers to Enbar.
I'm terribly worried about Lady Rhea, but I believe we must save the Alliance first. Oh, maybe if we do this, the Alliance will help us out in return. We could ask them to help us attack the Empire. You know, a sneak attack or something. Annie, when did you become so devious?
What would your mother think?
What? It wasn't that devious.
What do you think, Professor?
I support whatever Dimitri decides, because this is Dimitri's story and not mine.
We must go to Deirdre. I will admit that there is something to be gained for us as well, for when we eventually march south. But far more importantly, they need us. We cannot turn our backs on them. We will arrange to head out at once. Prepare yourselves, everyone.
Louise.
Hello!
Sylvain's birthday. Let's have a tea party. Lavender
hey.
Blam.
Thank you so much.
Sylvain, the Dodge tank. Last battle?
Wow. Yeah. I see.
Reliable allies. Come on. This is like a visit.
You are really curious, aren't you? I'm glad you're like that.
Left. Perfect. Yes.
Thanks. Thanks so much. Thanks so much. Thanks so much. In a time like this, not a lot of people can keep their hands clean. Are you waiting for me to say something? 'Cause I got nothing. Thank you for the treat, Professor. I'd like to do this again sometime.
No prob. Certification. This is honestly a better class, not because it has fair, not because of the Dark Knight's fairs, but because of that. And I think that stacks with the one that you get, along with Ursus. You just get ridiculous range. So, pop supports.
Your Highness.
Your
Flame.
That's all those pops. These. We got the Dimitri parallel coming up. But this is gonna be the end of the video. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and goodbye.